Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Pherem, and today in our LSPDFR tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to customize your native backup system inside LSPDFR. This is the backup system that is normally used if you are not using Ultimate Backup by HydroLux. But I'm going to show you what I like to do here. For me personally, I use both of them. I use the native backup system. I also use the HydroLux's Ultimate backup system. What we're going to be doing here in this tutorial is we are going to make it so any of your EUP uniforms that you have installed, obviously make sure that you have EUP installed. We're going to make it so your EUP uniforms will work inside your native backup system. We're also going to be replacing some of the vehicles inside our native backup system. We're also going to be not removing the motorbike units, but I'm going to show you how we're going to replace the motorbike units. We're going to be replacing the bikes and with different vehicles. Excuse me. And we're going to replacing the uniforms by the native backup system. For this, we are going to be using the EUP backup configuration by Josie Wilson, and we're also going to be, I'm going to recommend before continuing on here, make sure that you have Notepad++ installed, or just any easy editing notepad editing software, because I do not recommend using the Windows default notepad. We'll go ahead and get started here. We're going to go ahead and click the link right here for our EUP backup configuration. We're going to go ahead and click the blue download button. Go ahead and let this download, and then I'll see y'all back at the desktop. Bring up our main game directory. This is going to be for Steam users, so we're going to go to File Explorer. Next, we're going to go to the C drive, or whatever drive you have your GTA installed on. We're going to go to Program Files times 86. And then next, we're going to go down here to Steam. And then we're going to go to Steam Apps. We're going to go to Common, and then your GTA 5 folder. Now, I have mine in different locations, so just give me a second here. I'm going to move this over here. Now let's go ahead and grab our download. Now that we have that dragged out to our desktop, let's go ahead and open up the WinRAR. Go ahead and open up with WinRAR. Now we're going to take this folder here. We're going to drag it out to our desktop. Go ahead and close out the WinRAR. Go ahead and delete it. Or you can keep it if you like. All right, next thing you want to do here is we're going to go ahead and open up the folder. Move this over here, and then we're going to go open up this folder. It says the modification files. Then open up this one. We have two different versions here. We have the original version. We have the green taser version. What I'm going to be using here is going to be the green taser version, because I like the way the taser looks. I'm going to go and open it up. We have several different options here. This one right here, this is the one that I use. The one that says right here that says plus no hat, this is going to remove the ugly default EUP police hat from the characters. So we're going to use this one here. And then right here, we have three different options here. We have normal, rain, and snow. Basically what this means is, so the difference between the native backup system and HydroLux's Ultimate backup system is when you call in for backup, and let's say you're on a traffic stop and it's sunny out there and it starts to rain. Well, when you use Ultimate backup and you call in your backup, they will show up with the proper uniform. So if it's raining, they'll show up with their raincoat and so on. But for the default LSPDFR native backup system, the uniforms will automatically change over. That's why we have to choose. We have to go with whatever fits best for our game. So for me personally, I'm just going to go ahead and go with the normal ones, because we're using this to the reason I'm showing you how to do all this is because, for one, I can't stand the default uniforms inside LSPDFR, and I can't stand the motor units showing up during a pursuit. For me, I'm going to be using the normal, but the process is the same way. You can choose. Snow is a really good balance. For me, I'm going to be using the normal one. We're going to go and open up the folder. Grand Theft Auto 5. And do not touch the plugins folder, because this will override your EUP uniforms that you have installed inside your game. So do not use the plugins folder. We're simply going to open up this one here that says LSPDFR. Then we're going to open up this folder here that says data. Now what we want to do here is we're going to go over here for our main game directory. We're going to scroll down. We're going to go open up this LSPDFR folder. And then we're going to go up here. We're going to open up this data folder. What you want to do here is you're going to highlight. You're going to go back over here to your download. You're going to highlight all these. Drag them over and drop. Now, since I've already installed mine before, this is why it's saying 46. If this says, I think it's like 16, it says 16, go ahead and add them, and then drag these over one more time till it says 46. The next thing we'll do here is now we are going to the way we're going to do this customization is we are going to be customizing our EGP uniforms inside our data folder here. And what we're going to do here is we are going to be replacing some of the vehicles, and we're also going to be replacing the motor unit. We're going to be removing the bikes, we're replacing we're going to be removing all the motor unit bikes, and we're going to replace them with the corresponding vehicles, and we're going to be replacing the motor unit uniforms, because it's going to be pointless to call the police backup and then have them get out of the vehicle and have them wearing the bike uniform. So I'm going to easily show you how we're going to do this. We're not going to touch anything here. The only thing that we're going to be messing with here is the custom folder. So we're going to go to open up the custom folder, and then the only file that we're going to be messing around with here is going to be the agency EGP XML. I'm going to go ahead and double click on it, and this is why I like using Notepad++, because it's going to make the process 1,000 times easier for us. Let me go ahead and go back up here to the top. I'll go over this. This is going to be a little bit longer process because we're going to go ahead and edit this whole entire file here. All right, so it's fairly simple. We're going to start here from the top. As you can see here, it's going to start here from the agency, which is going to be our Los Santos Police Department. This is the backup setup for the when you're calling in for backup inside the Los Santos Police Department area. I'll quickly go over this right here. So we got Los Santos Police Department, which is the LSPD. And if we scroll down here, these are the vehicles. So we have police, police 2. We're going to go ahead and leave these the same. But what we're going to do here is these are your EUP uniforms that are based off whatever EUP uniforms that you have installed. What we're going to do here is we're going to go right down here below where it says PEDs. Going to highlight. And these are going to be all for your when you call for backup. This is basically going to be your AI backup, and this is going to replace this replaces all the default LSPDFR police uniforms, and this is going to use your EUP uniforms that you currently have installed. And like I said, it doesn't matter what version that you're using for EUP. Right, go ahead and highlight. Make sure to grab the female uniforms. You're going to go all the way right down here. So we're going to go ahead and right click and then copy. And then what we want to do here is we're going to use these uniforms and replace we're going to override the motor unit, the bike motor uniforms. We're going to go up here to search. We're going to go to find. What we need to do here is and since I'm using Notepad++, we're going to go right here to where it says find. We're going to go ahead and we're going to type in police B as in boy. So we're going to go POLICE, and then B as in boy. It's going to be all in one word, police B. And then we're going to click right here where it says find all in current documents. And then it's going to take us to our lines right here. These are all the locations where the police B motor units are at. We're going to simply go right here to line number 88, and we're just going to double click on this like so. And these right here are the motorbike uniforms. And what we're going to do is we're going to go right down here below PEDs. We're going to highlight all these, including the female uniforms. We're going to stop just right before here where it says PEDs. Just stop right there before there. All right, my throat's been drying up all day. We're going to go ahead and hold down our left control key. And we're going to go ahead and click V as in Victor. There you go. Now we have the regular uniforms, police LSPD police uniforms instead of the motorbike uniforms. Then we're going to go right here where it says police B, because obviously we want to replace the vehicle. We're going to be using the police. Go. All right, so we got those set, and now we're going to go ahead and go to our next line, which is going to be line 205. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And then if you're wondering which the easiest way to do this, what you can do here is because they're all, like I said, it's all connected. So we'll go ahead and scroll back over to the top. Right here, this department's going to be the Los Santos Police Department Metro Unit. And this is going to be based off, it's going to read off our Metro units inside for our LSPD area. What we're going to do here is we're going to simply go right down here to our PEDs. We're going to highlight, just right, same thing as we did before. We're going to highlight all of them like so. Now obviously we're not going to have as many uniforms. We're going to go ahead and right click and copy, and then we're simply going to go back down here to line 205. We're just going to go ahead and double click on it. But let's actually go ahead and take care of the vehicle first. I'm going to go ahead and give this one both police 2. I will go ahead and fix the uniforms, because obviously we don't want the motor unit uniforms showing up inside the police vehicle. Go ahead and highlight all these. So Control V. And don't worry about by the way, don't worry about do not change the name here. Worry about this saying motor unit. Just leave all this the same. The only thing we're changing here is the uniforms and replacing the police B vehicle slot. All right, go ahead and go down to our next one, which is going to be line number 357. Let's go ahead and scroll back up. Sometimes this will knock you down here, but all we have to do here is just scroll back up here. And as you can see here, we are on police B right here. And I believe this is going to be Los Santos Sheriff Office. Let's go ahead and scroll all the way up here. Yep, as you can see here, it says Los Santos County Sheriff Department. And if we go down here, these are the vehicles. And obviously we don't want to use these vehicles, because this is normally the default vehicle for Sheriff and Sheriff 2 is Blaine County. But we are going to use one of my DLC add-on vehicles that I use for Los Santos County Sheriff Department. And you can replace these with any vehicle that you want to replace these with. So we're going to be using a DLC vehicle. We're going to go ahead and open up our OpenIV. We're going to kind of speed up this process a little bit. So we're going to go to my favorites here. We're going to go to our DLC pack. And the one, like I said, you can add any vehicle that you want to, whatever, Los Santos County Sheriff vehicle you have. If you do have any installed, you can use any one. For me, I'm going to be using a couple of Ripples vehicles. We're going to go to my folder here. We're going to go open it up. We're just basically using this as a reference, because I cannot for the life of me remember which the name of the vehicle. But all you have to do here is just whatever vehicle you want to replace it with, just find the one you want to use. For me, I'm going to be using, I believe I'm going to go ahead and go with, I think it's going to be 3. Double click on this. So we'll use LCSO 3. So we're going to simply, easiest way to do this is we're going to right click, and then we're going to copy name, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to replace our sheriff one. We're going to highlight it, Control V. Now make sure to remove the YFT dot. Just basically only have the name. So the name of the vehicle is going to be, for mine it's going to be LCSO 3, and then whatever vehicle name or whatever vehicle that you're using would be the name of your vehicle. Go ahead and replace Sheriff 2 here. Let's see here. Let's see what I think it was 4 that I wanted to use. Yep, we'll go ahead and use 4. Same thing as before. Go to right click, copy name, highlight it, left Control V. Make sure to remove everything except for the name of the vehicle. There we go, we got those changed. Now we need to go ahead and take our uniforms here, go and highlight all these like so. I'm gonna right click copy. Now let's go ahead and replace our motorbike unit. And then what we're going to simply do here is just go ahead and type the first letter of whatever vehicle that you are using for your Los Santos Police Department vehicle. Me, I'll just type in L, and I'm going to go ahead and use the LCS 3, which is my Dodge. Go, and then we're going to go ahead and replace these uniforms. Make sure to go right down below here, below the head smart. Again, we're going to highlight the male and the female, like so, and then left Control V. Let's go ahead and go down to our next one here, which is going to be 512. We already have our vehicle set for our Blaine County Sheriff Office, so we'll just go ahead and grab the peds, head uniforms. Gonna right click copy. Once again, we're gonna go ahead and double click down here on our line number 512. And like I said, sometimes you have to go back up here and scroll up. We're gonna go ahead and replace the motorbike here. And we're going to, I'm just gonna go and give mine Sheriff 2. Like so. And then we'll go ahead and replace the uniforms. Control V. And now we'll go ahead and go down to our next one. Go ahead and scroll back up here. This looks like it's going to be the Highway Patrol one. So we're going to go ahead and go all the way back up here to the top. And we're going to right here to the San Andreas Patrol. We're going to go down here. Obviously, we don't want the Police 3 and Police 4. So I'm going to do the same thing as we did for the Los Santos Sheriff's Department. We're going to go back to our Open IV. And we're going to go back to our DLC packs. And I'm going to be using another set of vehicles that I like to use from Ripple, which is going to be his Highway Patrol vehicles. So I'm going to go ahead and open up mine. Go ahead and replace this one. Then we'll go ahead and replace our Police 4. Oh, sorry. Make sure to remove all this information here except for the name of the vehicle, of course. Just like that. Go ahead and go back here. I think it was 5 that I like. Go ahead and copy the name. Install that one in. All right, now we have a San Andreas. We have 2 San Andreas Highway Patrol vehicles. Oh, and if I do apologize for not saying this earlier, this is going to set it up for your code 2 and code 3. So if you want to use the whole entire native backup system, they'll show up in the your whatever vehicle that you have installed for your calling in for your backup, whether it's code 2 or code. Now we got that set. Let's go ahead and make sure that we get our proper uniforms here. We're going to go ahead and, like I said, just go right here down below the peds and highlight. Always make sure to grab the female ones too. Oh, all right. Going to right click copy. And then we're just going to go ahead and down here and double click on the back down here to the Police B for our San Andreas. Go ahead and replace this vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. We're going to use, I'm going to go with 5. I like 5. I don't want dodges, all dodges in my game. So we're going to use that one there. Replace our uniforms here. Going to left control B. There we go. Out of this. Go ahead and close out of this. All this. All right, we're going to go ahead and load up into our LSPDFR, and I will show you how this all works. So here is site LSPDFR. We're going to, the way I'm going to be demonstrating this is for code 2. I'm going to be using ultimate backup, and for code 3 for like our pursuits, I'm going to be using the native backup system here. And we're going to be calling the local patrol, and we're also going to be calling the state patrol. Oh. All right, getting attitude now. Okay, lady. Oh shit! Shots fired! Shots fired! I did do a demo here. I do have my addict one set up to use the JoJo's. We will get to this demo here, I promise. Well, as you can see here, ultimate back is showed up. Now we're going to go ahead and set up a pursuit, and we will be using the native backup system for our pursuit. Go ahead and get a pursuit going here. We'll just go ahead and bring up our call out menu. We'll just go ahead and do the LSPDFR one. We'll go ahead and select pursuit.
All units, we have a criminal resisting arrest on Power Street. Gunfire reported.
I see units in the area on my screen, non-priority calls. Please clear and head up that way.
Copy that. We are on our way. It's 2-4, logging on 2. Turn that unit.
Officers report a traffic alert for a suspect driving.
That was him for some reason. Oh great, they're gonna shoot at us. We'll go ahead and use the menu. What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and bring up our LSPDFR backup menu, which is the B button. And we're going to select, so the local, so right here we're set on pursuit. The local is going to be whatever department area that you're in. So right now we're in the Los Santos Police Department area, so we're going to select that one. And then we're going to select, this is going to be the state patrol. It'd be like the police spikes, but remember that we replaced the vehicles for all departments, not using the motor units, so we're going to select that one. And then we'll go ahead and catch up to the pursuit here. Then as you can see here, here's our police vehicle, because we're in the Los Santos area. And then if you look up there, there's our highway patrol vehicle that we added, which we took out the bike and replaced it with that vehicle. Once we get this van stopped, you'll be able to see the correct uniform that everybody will be wearing, and which will be obviously be your EDP uniforms. Go ahead and take care of this van. Yeah, as you can see here, he's wearing his correct highway patrol uniform, and then of course we have the vehicle right here. Yeah, we basically made an easy way to replace the motor units without having to mess with any major files inside our game. Go ahead and clear our scene here. Just had 21. I'll be code 4 back 10-8.
Attention all units. Code 4. No additional support needed.
Dispatch, I'm going to be unavailable at the time. Alright my friends, well that's going to bring us to the end of our tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, please drop me a like and don't forget to comment down below, and I will see you on the next LSPDFR tutorial. Have a great night.